Woo! I'm late, but I'm here. Let's see. Give people a minute to show up while also giving myself some time to bullshit a flower pattern for Melina's skirt. Do 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 do. Where did my... I want that pretty pattern. Where did that go? Let's see. I have all these pretty flower brushes and not a single one does the exact thing I want to do. Cosmos. No, not Cosmos. We bump that one with black and then that looks a little better. Okay. Let's bump that down a little bit. And bump that up. Yeah. Okay. And duplicate. And do that. Good evening. How's everybody's weekend been? Did I do that right? I did. Let's make that. Duplicate.
I'm just chilling.
8 points. Oh, that's scary. Luckily, we don't live at water level, and we live up in the hills of the Bay Area. So, if a tsunami were to happen, we most likely wouldn't be affected by the water. Which, good for us, not so good for my friends in the city. I have to message my friend who lives in the Sunset District, 'cause that's right by the water. Duplicate, duplicate. And blur some more. Just give me an annoying amount of blur. Let's see if I can make this. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm digging that. Let's blur that a little bit. Hmm. That's too much blur. Enchilada, straight up, I was reading your comment, and I was like, oh great, first bot I gotta get rid of, and then I saw your name. And got the reference. It's actually a skirt design for Melina, because I realized I really was not a fan of her colors for her clothing for this upcoming page sequence, so I am BSing a design based on, well, not really based on much except for, like, maybe this skirt design. Whoop, I hear angry kitties. And they got fed. So yeah, I kind of like this pencil skirt design, but I don't have these brushes on my desktop, so I'm working with what I got. And I think I'll move that down a little bit. Okay, and then I think I will... Actually, let me see how this looks real quick. No, I don't like that. Control T. Finished second in a 5K. Congrats! I couldn't even. I would die. Well, I'm sure you've been busy, Enchilada. How's your wife doing? Tim said that she had surgery. Yeah. Oof, shingles. I do not want to get shingles because, well, I never got the well, I got the vaccine for the chicken pox, but I could still potentially get the chicken pox, which would really suck in my older age. I'm gonna try bumping the density down on this a little bit. Nope, that was no bueno. Oh, no bueno. You know what? Maybe instead of just changing that, I'm gonna play with the mask layer a bit more. Don't be afraid of the mask, Mel. Just embrace it. Yeah, shingles is kind of a shitty consolation prize for finishing a 5K. Almost shorted you a K. Okay, let's see what bullshit I can come up with. I kind of liked that splatter pattern. I'm trying to find that again. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bump the particles up. I don't hate that. I do wanna... Nope, not that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that either. Okay, that's not too bad. Where is my blending mode? Opacity. Where is, there we go. My anti-aliases says. That did nothing. Well, not nothing, but not what I wanted. Can I blur it? Blur. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, we might be getting somewhere. Let's change blending mode to erase. And drop the opacity. Ooh, okay. You know what? I might be overthinking it. Let's do 85. Bump that up. And blur that to break it up a little bit. Yeah. I don't hate it. Merge selected. All right, let's see how this looks on a... Actually, let me change the color. I'm still not 100% sold on that top. My goodness, one of the cats is not happy. Okay, let's see how you look with overlay. How soft light. Add glow. Definitely not multiply. Okay, let's see how that looks. Control. What do you mean there's no object transform? Oh, Control T, I need Control V. I'm so smart. Wow, that's ginormous. Okay. Warp. Mesh warp. Okay. Alright, I think I've stalled enough. So hi guys. I had a very busy weekend. It did not end up with me getting shingles, thank God. Let's see where to start. What did I do Friday? Oh, Friday we had some friends come and visit from Vegas, and so we got to hang out with them, and one of them is Lee's friend from college, but we did a lot of chatting on Zoom when the pandemic was going on, so I ended up getting to meet and befriend Lee's college friend and her husband. And so when they were visiting, they came to our house to visit us, and they brought their kids, who I'd only ever seen baby pictures of, and they were much bigger than the last pictures I'd ever seen of them. And yeah, I don't hate that. I would want to see that soft light though. I like soft light better. Let's go with that. Oh no. There we go. There we go. Melina, ever fashionable as usual. Well, thank you. Yeah, new friend. It was great. We got to see each other face to face. I'm not a big hugger, but I did give hugs, cause... Okay, well that's not a lie. Or that's kind of a lie. I am a hugger when it comes to people I am familiar with. Then I'm kind of obnoxious. But typically if I just meet people for the first time, they're more than likely to get a handshake. So friends came over and we hung out and showed them a bunch of stuff, and their kids were super excited to see all of the pets that we have. And they loved Precious. I didn't get to show them Scully because Scully was, she'd been fed the night before, so she was busy digesting. But I took Precious out of her enclosure and she got to hang out with the kids for a bit. She is a champ. Precious is so good at handling herself when I hand her two kids. And the youngest was a little nervous to be meeting a snake for the first time, but by the end of it, him and his sister were telling their parents that they wanted a pet snake, which makes my little heart flutter, because aww. And so we hung out with them for a while before they had to leave. And so my plan for the weekend was Saturday I was gonna go visit my dad for a bit, and then go up to the Sacramento area for a friend's party. And the plan got derailed when college friend was like, oh, are you guys gonna go to this this Japanese festival tomorrow? And I'm like, say what? So apparently in Concord there was a Japanese summer festival going on, put on by the Japanese American community center in the area. And so every year they do this big festival, and our friends drive from Las Vegas every year to go to it. And I heard Japanese Summer Festival, and the first thing I thought was, oh, I can wear my kimono I got in Japan. So Saturday we were me and Lee were planning on going and checking out this garden center that she found way up in the Berkeley Hills, and we wanted to go to a fabric store. I'm going to quickly check my phone so that I can share photos. There we are, looking cute. My hair. And I don't want to dox my friend, so I'm going to hide. Wait, did I do that one? Oh, I do have a picture here where it's just me. And where is that beautiful view? This is one of those moments where I wish that I had a Mac computer, because then I could just transfer stuff between my phone and such, but I don't want to deal with Mac computers. Never liked dealing with them. I did. I got to attend a Natsu Matsuri. I'm pretty sure Natsu means summer. I'm gonna double check that. Natsu. Let's do English. I didn't mean to spell it English. I meant to just say it like a dummy. Yeah, that's summer, right? Yeah, cool. Not all my Japanese has gone out the window. And Lee sent me the photo of the pretty view. Jeez, I text people too much. There we go. Okay. Send that to my drive. Cool. Now I can pull up pictures so I can show instead of just telling. Google Drive. No, just give me the thing. Don't take me the workspace. Do. There we go. Okay, so after we we went to the fabric store, and there's this really really impressive fabric store called Discount Fabrics. They have a couple of different places, but we went to the Berkeley one, which was nice, but I'm pretty sure that the one in San Francisco itself would be much more well stocked. But I did find a fabric that I want to get the next time we go there. And so we went from in Berkeley to up into the Berkeley Hills to go to this native plant nursery where they sell plants that are seeded and grown and unique to our area, which is something Lee really wants. She wants to add a lot of native plants to the yard because it could use some plant TLC, but she wants to put native plants in. And so when we're driving up into the hills, my car's four-wheel drive. There were moments where I was afraid that we were gonna go backwards down the hill. Like, felt like we were on an 80-degree incline for about 15 minutes while we were driving up the hill. It was an experience. And I'm gonna save myself some trouble and just do color selection. Oh, that did not help. Do not refer to multiple. Reset. Why are you like this? So we luckily made it into the hills without crashing or rolling back down the hill. I do not own a Subaru. I have a Honda. I love my Honda. She's my baby. I named her Snow because she's white. But should I ever get the chance to get her repainted, which she could use a repaint relatively soon, I want to get my car painted red so I can change the name from Snow to Vash the CRV, because I'm funny like that. So yeah, we got up into the Berkeley Hills, and this place is gorgeous. Like, Lee straight up just wanted to live there. She's just like, forget you, I'm gonna live here and take care of the plants and become the cryptid of the Berkeley Hills. So while after we finished up, Lee thankfully did not buy a bazillion plants. She only picked out 3 to get started, because the place is only open 1 day a week. Vash, V-A-S-H, because I'm a Trigun weeb. So Vash the CRV. It's funny because it's close to Vash the Stampede. So when we were finished up at the plant nursery, we were heading to Concord, which is on the other side of the hills. So we ended up driving and finding the prettiest view I have ever seen of San Francisco. So we're up in the hills, and we found a pull-out area where you can pull out and take pictures of the city. And it was pretty. So then after we finished that, we went to the, where'd my drive go? There we go. We went to the, what's it called? We went to the festival, and lucky for us, they had free parking at a local high school, and then they had a free shuttle to take us from the high school to the location of the festival. And I brought kimono. I had when I was in Japan, I bought 2, and I got to dress me and Leah. Leah didn't stay in hers the whole time, but I did. And kimonos are much nicer and thicker than yukata. So it was hot. It was a little hot. Eventually, it did cool down enough to where the yukata was perfect. Just it kept me nice and warm when the bay breeze came in. And they had little vendors that were selling stuff that they had made to make money for the center. So I found a pretty blue flower hairpin that I got to match my blue kimono, and wore my snake earrings that Rosengard sent me. I got so many compliments on them. And my god, that place was packed. There had to have been maybe like, if not 5K, definitely close to 10. There were so many people there. And they had food stalls and stuff. It was very expensive food, but man, it was good. I spent way too much money on food. And we got to hang out with our buddies, and their kids were all dressed up and cute. And college friend was talking about how her oldest now really wants a snake. Is just dead set on getting one. And I told her, hey, if you study and you decide that you really want a snake, and you know how to take care of it and everything, me and Auntie Lee will build an enclosure, and we'll drive it down to visit and help you get it set up so that you can pick out a snake. And the smile on that child's face. Love it. Love when the kids are happy. So she's doing her research to pick out what kind of scale baby it is that she wants to get. And then at the end of the festival, they do like a big dance thing. Like, you do not have to know how to dance, know the dances, but they did play like traditional summer songs that people dance to, and some of them I picked the dance moves up kind of quickly. Other ones I was just miming like an idiot. But it was a lot of fun. We're now planning on going back next year. We had so much fun. Next time we're going to be prepared because they have spaces for setting up picnics. So I was like, okay, I'll bring bento boxes. We will wear actual yukatas instead of kimono. And I found some kimono patterns, and I know what fabric I want to use. So there's that. And then final picture, because somebody got a really nice picture of me in my kimono. Oh, there's a really funny moment when we were there before we started the dancing. My friend's kid needed to get her obi on. She was wearing a jinbei, which is kind of like a top and pants, but hers was a top and skirt. It was really cute. But she needed to tie her obi, which is the belt thing. And so these kids are half Japanese, and their aunts and uncles and grandpa who are like 100% Japanese are there, and they're like, "Oh, Lily, you have to put on your you gotta put on your obi," and everybody's like, all of her family's like, "I don't know how to put on an obi. I don't know how to put on an obi." And then there's me, who is not Japanese, just raising my hand like, I know how to put on an obi. And so I got to tie the obi, but I found it so hilarious that that I was the only one that knew how to tie an obi. And Grandpa, they call him Ji-chan. Ji-chan was like, where did you learn how to tie obi? And I was like, the internet. I learned a couple of years ago, and I brushed up last night so that I made sure that I put mine on correctly. So we had a lot of fun. We weren't originally we weren't planning to stay the whole day at the festival, but we did. It was a lot of fun. And come to find out, the center in Concord has you can join the center and take classes and stuff. Oh, extra funny thing. So while we were there, they had taiko, which is the drums. And so they had a couple of taiko demonstrations, and it awoke something in Lee. She was vibing, and everybody would like politely clap after a taiko song was done, and she would just be yelling. She was like, "Whoa, that was great!" She's like dancing to the music and stuff, while everybody's just kind of like standing there politely clapping and stuff. It was hilarious. So now she's like, I want to do taiko, and they had flower arranging. I'd never heard of this before, but I think it was called a ikebana. Yeah, ikebana. Which is like a traditional flower arranging, which I'm just gonna pull up a random picture from the internets. They were making them at the festival, and Lee ended up buying like 2 of them because they were super inexpensive and really pretty. Okay, that one looks good. I'm gonna steal that one to show you guys. So me, I really liked the flowers, so I was like, I want to take an ikebana class. So I want to take ikebana. I want to be able to practice my Japanese and stuff. And the center had information on how to join all over the place. And a thing that they really stipulated in it was, you do not have to be Japanese to join the center. You just have to have a love and appreciation for the culture. And I'm like, oh, that's all I have. That and the $40 a year membership. So we're looking at getting a household membership to go and do that, because that was so much fun. And highly recommend if you guys are ever in the Concord area. The last full weekend of July, they do the festival every year. It was a lot of fun. I skipped a day of my my North Bay trip so that I could go to it, and it's so worth it. I had so much fun. Got to practice a little my Japanese. I ate so much food. The beef, beef sticks is not the right word. It was beef, teriyaki beef and green bell pepper on skewers, and I filled up on that Oh, and they had Tsunomono there, and I love Tsunomono. I ate an entire serving of it just to myself. Tsunomono is they're Japanese pickles, and they are so good. They sold them. You could have got a dinner, like a chicken dinner with the Tsunomono, or you could Oh, I've been coloring on the wrong side. Whoops. I didn't get the dinner because I was full up on beef skewers, but I did get a la carte rice and Tsunomono, and it was the happy dance that I did for those Japanese cucumbers marinated in rice wine vinegar with sugar and salt. Is just, oh, I can't wait for my Japanese cucumbers to come in so I can just have that stuff in the fridge. And then the next day, I was going to a friend's birthday party, and I had made her an enclosure with some isopods, and so it was a 2-hour drive to get to her part of Sacramento, and I listen to music and stuff while I'm in the car, and so got there shortly after the party started, and not even in the front door yet, and she answers, and I show her the isopod enclosure and explain, like, yeah, I made you a bioactive enclosure with isopods. Excitement was real. She's like, oh my god! I love it! And now she is seriously considering getting her snake, because I guess that was the part she was most worried about, was getting the culture for a bioactive enclosure, and I was like, that's the easy part. Getting the isopods, that's easy. The hard part's getting the snake or the enclosure. And enough people have brought up wanting a ball python care guide, so I'm slowly getting some work done on that. I was stuck between just making a straight care guide and making like a narrative-driven story that just happens to include care advice for ball pythons, and I wasn't sure which one to do. But then I got an idea of doing both, because they could be for different things. For somebody who just wants a care guide, they can give the straight care guide that has some humorous comic stuff in it. Or if they want a narrative story, they can get the story. So, doing some note-taking on that and drafting was not my original plan, but I'm gonna follow the good vibe. And the good vibe is telling me to do both. And okay, that's turning out good. I almost have all the colors figured out. But and I did not mean to stay at my friend's house until 9 o'clock at night. But when I was planning on leaving, she convinced me to stay by saying, "Do you want to watch K-pop Demon Hunters?" And I was just going to go to my dad's and watch it. He wouldn't watch it with me, so I'd just be by myself. Or I could stay extra and watch it with my friends. So I did that. It was a very good movie. 10/10 recommend. My only criticism is that I wish that it was longer, but they set it up in a way to where they could have sequels, which I'm pretty excited for. And what did I change anything in his clothing? I don't think I did, but that doesn't mean I can't check. Oh, I should save this before I lose it. Save. Resources. Melina skirt. There we go. And yeah. Oh, the hat changed. That's what I changed. It was the hat and the glasses. Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters was great. I really enjoyed it. And then drove from Sacramento to go visit my dad. And even though I got to his place around like 11:30, I was expecting him to be asleep. But nope, I get in, he's on the couch watching YouTube. And then the next day was spent cleaning up the backyard. And we got some fun stuff that I took back, or took from my dad's house to here, and more stuff to come in the future. So my dad and I took down the gazebo that was in the backyard, and he was gonna throw it away or put it for free on Facebook Marketplace. And I was like, I think we could take a gazebo. So we're gonna have a gazebo soon, which is gonna be nice because we're gonna put some trailing plants on it. I did not get sunburned. I wore sunscreen. Oh, funny thing about the party. So because my friends are now, well, some of my friends are now, was that the day you pulled the book? No heavy lifting, or sorry, no heavy machinery was needed for this task. Just sheer grit and determination. But yeah, my friend's party, because there's she's a mom now, so she's got mom friends that are there, and there was a bunch of kids. The oldest was my nibling that's turning 7 next week. And so she my friend had she got a kiddie pool, and this is gonna take some doodling to kind of explain. So she had this pool, which, like, ideally when blown up, would it be it'd be about this big. I don't care if it's not perspectively correct. So yeah, perfect for a small child, or, 4. So the problem with achieving this blow-up pool was the only pump that my friend had was this, like, silly little yellow pump like this with a little tube. And like just this little hose thing. But all of the holes on the or all the valves on this pool were like this big. So like you could not pump this. And so my friend's like, I don't have any other pump. And so I look at this and I told her like, well, I've got oh, and the funny thing about this little pump is this little tube kept popping out just like every third pump. So it was really useless. But I told my friend, I was like, well, I got good breath control. I do yoga, so, here I go. And I managed to blow up this entire pool and not pass out. So the kids got to have their kiddie pool. And I ended up babysitting for a little bit, so I'm like filling up this pool while a bunch of these kids are splashing around and playing in it. And then there's me just standing next to this pool with the hose. Eventually I had to go in and change into shorts because it was hot and I was wearing cargo pants. So I'm just filling up the pool with these kids in there. My nibbling was hanging out here with her cute little pigtails. Splish, splish. And occasionally I'd spray some kids with the hose because I'm funny like that. Eventually a bunch of the parents came back out to have their lunch and hang out with the kids, and so I ended up putting the hose in the pool and was like, okay guys, Auntie Mel's off duty. I'm gonna go get some tacos. So I got some tacos. She did not have a vacuum with a blow feature. She didn't have anything, and yeah, it was I took this as a sense of pride, like, aha! Auntie Mel saves the day! Also, it was hot, so... at one point, my, a couple of the parents, it cracked me up because a couple of parents were watching me, like, actually achieve this thing they didn't think was gonna happen. And they're like, oh my god, I would've passed out after the second try. I got this. And, my, almost 7-year-old nibbling, just came over and was impressed and was like, whoa. And I'd asked her, I was like, sweetie, can you go get me a water bottle? Because I'm going to need to drink the water bottle after I'm done with this. So she very, very helpfully went and got me a water bottle and helped me fill the pool up. And, yeah, I love my friends' kids. They make me feel old, but at the same time, young at heart. And Oh, and at one point, my poor friend, her son is on the spectrum. So like there were a couple of moments where like he was playing in the kiddie pool, and like I would spray some of the kids with water, and then he'd want me to spray him, and he would screech really loudly. And so there were a couple of points where I had to ask him. I was like, Jacob, was that a I'm having fun screech, or was that a Auntie, can you please stop screech? And he was telling me like, fun. I'm like, okay, cool. Spray him with the hose again. And then at one point, when the pool's filling up, he's so excited to go into the pool that he takes his pants and underwear off and is just streaking through the backyard. And my poor friend is chasing after him, trying to put pants on, or at least his swim trunks. And it was real funny because like everybody there has some experience with kids, or is like, even if they don't have kids, they're aunties and uncles, so they're just used to being around them. So there'd be moments of us just like sitting at the table talking, and then all of a sudden streaking 4-year-old runs past us with our friend chasing after him, like, Jacob, put on your swim trunks. And so we just kind of look up, acknowledge that this is happening, and then just go back to having whatever conversation is we're happening. Like, so anyways, taxes. But yeah, children are silly. Oh yeah, it was my friend's birthday, so her son was trying to open her gifts for her. Just everybody was kind of on Jacob watch to make sure that he wasn't opening his mom's gifts. And he was stealing people's cake, because there were like random plates of cake, and he just like run up and be like, "This is mine now," and like it was cake that like people ate and then just forgot about, and so he's like, "Okay, cool, mine." And it ended up being a party full of neurodivergent adults. Because at one point, my friend got a stim toy. It's called a little ouchie. And like, I had never heard of this thing before. I think that looks good. I'm gonna soft light. Yeah. Let me clean this up. That looks good. Okay, so now I gotta pull a picture of a little ouchie. I'd never heard of these things before. So apparently it's a lipstick holder also, or chapstick. Let's print screen cap. So like it's this thing, it's this tube, it's 3D printed, and then there's these little spikes, and what you do is you roll it between your hands. And so there was this fantastic moment where my friend had just opened her gift, and she was so excited. She got this little ouchie thing. And she's like, "Oh my god, it's a little ouchie." Me and everybody else at the party is just like, "What's a little ouchie?" And she's like, it's this thing, it's a stim toy, it's super cool, it's also a chapstick holder, and here, just try it." And so she gives me this thing, and I'm trying to draw with the eraser, which is never good. So she gives me this thing and tells me to just roll it between my hands. So I take the thing and I roll it between my hands, and it awoke something in me. It was such good stim. Well, sounds like the neighbors are partying. And we're not invited. We're probably invited. We probably just have to walk over and be like, hey y'all, what you doing? And I shit you not, this was, it awoke something in me. And, boop. Fun fact, this is how storyboard artists do stuff. Just copy and paste and then edit as needed. How do I properly show this? Oh, here we go. There. Yeah, I got this. Okay. But the extra funny thing with this little ouchie thing that was at this party was, once everybody tried it, basically all the same reaction where they'd be like, I don't know about this, and then the next second just be like, you know what, there we go. So yeah, everybody was passing this thing around, just rolling it between our hands like this is the best feeling. And now I kind of want one because it was, I can't explain it because it was just, it was a sensation that I was convinced I was not going to like, but it was very calming. And also, I keep losing my chapstick, so also I need to save this because I'm gonna have to share this later. No, wrong one. Canvas size. JPEG. Save. And that was my weekend. The little ouchie thing's also cool because it comes in so many different colors. I think my friend had a purple one. Yeah, that looks right. And I think I hear a Lee. Is there a Lee?
No.
Ah. Where's your wifey? Can you poke her? I'll pull the little ouchie comic up again. Did I get everything that needed the skirt pattern? I did not. I have skirt pattern to add 2 places. I heard that sigh of annoyance.
Oh, was that audible?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was audible enough. Hang on. What?
I was telling people about this this thing from Michelle's party that I meant to tell you about because I think it's something that you really want.
Okay.
So one of the things that she got was this it's called a little ouchie, and everybody was like, why are you screaming about, oh my god, it's a little ouchie? So it's this little thing. It's 3D printed and it holds your chapstick, but it's got these little 3D printed spikes on it, and you stim with it. You roll it like this.
Huh.
Yeah, okay, but here was my reaction, because like everybody else was like, what is this thing? Why are you screaming? And she's like, it's a stim thing that holds your chapstick, and it's so good. Here, she hands it to me, and I'm like, okay, but then this was my face, just. And so the party was basically just passing this thing around, and everybody would do the same thing, just like, okay, I don't see why everybody's, oh! So I meant to tell you about that, and then I kept forgetting until now, and I just drew this, so I was like, this is a good time to interrupt Lee and tell her to come look at a stupid thing I drew, and
That's cute.
look at a new potential thingy to
I
buy.
am so not spending $13 on it though.
No, they,
Neat though.
yes. This is the official website. You just get it somewhere else, but. I did. I am so exhausted though. And looking forward to just sitting and drawing. I think I don't have anything else really going on that's going to require too much of my attention until Saturday, because we're gonna go to an adoption event where the rescue that I'm hoping to get Nini from, Nini is a red-tailed boa that is up for adoption. But I'm not gonna adopt her unless there's like a bunch of things that line up to where the snake's gonna be taken care of, I'm gonna be able to take care of the snake and provide her all the care and love and rats she could want. Enclosure's the biggest thing that I'm worried about, because red-tailed boas can get pretty big. But we're gonna go to the adoption event because it's the same rescue that Lee got Yor from, and so I was like, yeah, I want to go talk to this rescue about Nini, and you could probably show off photos of Yor, being like, yeah, she's a spoiled baby, she is thriving compared to when you guys adopted her out. Weekend is full of chores, but hey, you got to pet horses. Heck yes. pets by proxy. And B. It has been a very long time since I have ever touched a horse. Very long. When was the last time I ever put my hand on a horse? I think it has been at least 10 or 15 years. I've seen horses. I just have not touched. Okay, I definitely haven't ridden one in over 20 years. It's been a very long time since I've ridden a horse. And what, Tatsu? Dang. Chasing after a horse. You get back here! Oh, slightly politically related. Did you guys see that South Park episode, or at least clips? Oh my god, I laughed. And it is 7:30-ish, so I'm going to save, take a break and get a snack and use the restroom, and then come back to finish the last hour of this live stream. So now's a good time for you to use the bathroom if you need to. And get a delicious snack. I'm gonna grab hopefully the last coconut mochi, unless Lee got to it before I did. So I shall return. Mel out. Alrighty, I am back. I got the last piece of coconut mochi. I'm gonna change that chair color. Do background. I got distracted looking for those little ouchies for a better price. Oh no. Furniture. Oh, did you see that there was a new, oh, what is it called? Pendulum and Wargasm song? It's good. Vibration. Okay. Let's bring that saturation down a little bit. Okay. It is. I've been listening to it. Also, now I gotta check out Wargasm, because did not know that was a band. But I dig a lot of their songs that have been popping up since listening to that. Oh, and Tim is here. He was fighting the toilet.
Oh my word. We had a little bit of trouble yesterday, and I was like, oh, I can fix this. 2 hours later, it was like, okay, this is what my week is going to be about. And today I had some errands and things to run first. I had to go out and get some parts and pieces, and then I came back and attacked the thing. And I equal parts made things better and made things worse. As I took the toilet apart and I replaced the ring, and I tried clearing out the drain as best I could and get that whole bathroom.
Oh my god.
And I feel gross right now, even though I have profusely washed my hands like crazy, and I was wearing rubber gloves and everything. So, but
maybe you should go take a shower.
yeah, I'm tired. And yeah, everything's backed up now. Whatever's down there is loosened up, but unfortunately it's backed up into the shower.
It did not work.
And the thing is, it's like yesterday, I sat down to work, I looked at the script for the next 3 pages, and it's like, oh, this is all ready to go. Everything's great. This doesn't need any editing. And I started dropping the text bubbles onto the page and started getting the panels laid out, and I was about to start sketching. And then everything began. I have a live stream tomorrow, and like
The shittening. Well, at least we have one working bathroom.
Part of me wants to just go in there and take the toilet apart again and give it another go, but the other part of me knows that as soon as I do or get started, I'm just gonna stop out of exhaustion. Maybe I'll get one.
I've got like 2 pages mostly done. It's the last touches that need to be. Yeah, that looks fine. I don't care that this perspective is off. Tatsu, you're early. Again. And that, and... Sure, let's do that. Yeah, that looks good. Not really. Oh, it's large. Move bring that down a bit. Oh, that's why. Like, why does this not look nearly as nice? Because the opacity is down so much. Oh no, okay. Yeah, there we go. I like that much better. It's so silly. Tatsu is just sitting there all proper, right next to his daddy's desk, just looking at him expectantly, like, Daddy's gonna feed me at 9 o'clock, right? So we're trying a thing where we have 3 feeding times, so we have 3 people, so each person is doing a feeding shift in hopes that the cats stop just whining to anybody. It really hasn't worked yet. Tatsu still just goes to anyone who will listen to demand food. Okay, let's bump this up to 60. No, let's bump that down to 10. That's not working either. Let's do 60 again. How about 80? $20? Well, 5. There we go. Handsome. You're so pathetic. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that flooring. I'm gonna fix it. think that's half-assed enough. I don't think I mind the brightness. Tatsu demanding food is becoming like a stream staple. I don't actually hate that color. I do need to fix the perspective on that floor coloring. Control T. Yeah, that's better perspective. We got a quarter asset. Hi, Squash. I need more go-go juice. I'm trying not to full ass too much because it adds so much. But if I can, I like quarter assing. If I start full assing, oh Jesus. If I start full assing backgrounds, it's gonna take forever. I like that significantly more. I do need to fix perspective here though. Handsome. He's so sad. He's so sad. It's okay, Tatsu. You don't gotta be sad. Oh, I'll save because I haven't saved yet. I should have a camera set up for you.
You've never sat in front of it.
He's sitting in one spot right now, and the second I put the camera facing there, he's gonna move.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe I would dox you just based on your feet. Tatsu, do you want to give some wise words of wisdom to the people who like it? Oh, I put the microphone down and he ran immediately up to it. Come here, handsome boy. That was so cute. I took my lapel mic off and put it down, and he ran right for it and started rubbing up against it. That was adorable, Tatsu. Okay, you get one complain meow from that. That was adorable. Can we do it again? You gonna purr for the audience? Maybe one day I'll attach a GoPro to him and we'll see what he does throughout the day. Tatsu cam. What shenanigans does he get into? Okay, I think... Well, at least there's 2 backgrounds I can half-ass. Whoops. No, I didn't like that either. What's the matter, Tatsu? Tatsu! Sure, let's go with that. Okay, I think I have a floor pattern saved in my resources. Did I not? Well, that's dumb of me. No, it's not dumb of you, Tatsu, it's dumb of me. Oh, no, wrong thing. You're so cute, oh my god. Did I save any resources? No, that would have been smart. Baby. Did I have a brush? Oh, I think I had a, I think I had a floor pattern. I know, Tatsu. Okay. No. Okay, and I need my floor pattern. Floor. Maybe it was a pattern. Okay, it's a brush. Where did I put it? Baby boy! He's like, Daddy's ignoring me and that upsets me. Did I misplace all of my... Okay, I must have put those someplace I do not. Sure, let's put that there. I can't remember which one I used. Here was that one. Let's do that instead. Handsome. Okay, it wasn't that one. Or that one. Or that one. Not that one. Or that one. Or that one. Nice to have, but not that one. Or that one. Or that one. I could have swore I had a brush. Not that one. Or that one. Or that one. That awkward moment where you have a brush, you just don't know where it is. Nope. Nope. Well, damn. Oh, there it is. Image material. Wait. Cancel. Yeah, there we go. I want to lock it. It won't let me, so I will rasterize it. Let's see. And Shift T. No, that was not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. Boop, doop, ba-doop. Blurring. Done. And let's hide this a bit. Yeah, there we go. Walls. And oh, neat. Share it to the chat. Let's see. I think I've done about all I can do for background. Well, no, I see a panel. Let's do. Wait a minute. Oy. And oh yeah, I'm at the Discord. Let's see. Blending mode. Erase. Whoops. And Let's do that, and then blockouts. Let's see if I can do something creative here. Yeah, there we go. And let's... Where? Oh, there we go. There. And I'm not a fan of those bookshelves. That's kind of too dark. How about an off-white? Let's bump up to 70. Control 70. I don't hate it. You're so whiny.
Of course I love you. Just make it fun.
Furniture. Tatsu, why are you so whiny?
Why you gotta be so cray? Oh, that sigh.
Put another $1 in the cray cray jar. Too bad Tatsu can't earn money, because every time he'd meow, I'd make him put $1 in the jar. Baby. Handsome, I can assure you, you're fine. He's like, no. Okay. Let's see if I can do some stuff. Baby boy. That's rude. Take that tone with me. No respect. Baby boy. Oh, whoops. Boop. Ba-doop. This boy, I swear. Oh, that's why. There we go. Knock this down a little bit. Handsome. He's so offended. I want to make these. Is he being cuddly?
No. Being opposite cuddly.
Oh no. Is he choosing violence? Tatsu, are you choosing violence? In this household? Riley is acting wily. Books. Books. There we go. Color grommet. And cool. Handsome. Come here. Good. Why are you running away, Tatsu? You afraid I'm gonna do something? Like, cuddle you relentlessly? Are you being brave now? Come here. Come here. I'm just gonna give you head scritches and obnoxious amounts of kisses. You walk even further away at that threat. Do you hear geese?
Huh. I think it was the dogs. Or it might have been geese. At first I was thinking, oh, the dogs are barking.
I thought I just heard a flock of geese, like, fly right over the house or something. The goose is on the loose. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna take a break from background stuff, because background stuff is driving me batty, she says, and then starts playing around with the plants. No erase. Yes, Tatsu, I did mess up, but that's okay. We all make mess ups. This cat, I swear to God. I'm wearing headphones and he's still so loud. Yeah, that looks a little better. Oh no, too much yellow. Yeah, I didn't mean to just focus on backgrounds, but I kept finding stuff to fix. I haven't even fixed Ian's hat yet. You know what? I'm gonna... There we go. Just no background, no problem. Lord knows I have character stuff to fix. Oh no. Okay, guess I didn't change anything there. You know what? I want to change. Yeah. Okay, clothes. Oh, no, that's the wrong pen. Oh. What? Nope. Oh. There we go. Oh, poor Tatsu, so sad. You're gonna go to jail. Are you putting him in jail? Yeah. Okay. I don't have to put him in jail. Tim is. And whoops. Yeah, he is. Like, he is more whiny than usual. I swear we feed him. He's just a glutton. I keep hoping maybe he'll get out of the crying phase. Maybe next year when he's 3. You said to erase? No. And let's do this instead. That's not too bad. That does need a little more. Yeah, that looks better. Hair. Whoop. Wee. I also have that book. I didn't get the newer one, but I got the one from the first Kickstarter. Okay. All even. Well, I hear Tatsu destroying my bathroom, so that'll be fun. Oh, that's not... Never mind, that sounds like the toilet. I think it'd be cool to have EC translated into Japanese. No benefit to me whatsoever, but... Well, I mean, benefit would be people in Japan would be able to read it if they don't speak English, but... Yeah. At the very least, I should look into having EC be in Spanish. Especially since I live with a native Spanish speaker. She could help me make sure I'm not at least not getting ripped off by somebody saying like, yeah, I can translate your comic into Spanish, and then use like ChatGPT to give me what they think I would want. That's like one of the main things that keeps me from trying to get my comic translated in any way is, like, yeah, can you translate my comic? Yeah, I can do that. and then find out that they just did ChatGPT. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, do what you want. You don't let a book tell you what to do. There we go. Shut up, book. You don't tell me what to do. Okay, so funny thing that we learned about Tatsu last year was that Tatsu likes watching cleaning videos, like speed cleaning videos. There's this guy whose videos we watch every once in a while, Midwestern Cleaning Magic or something, and he does sped up versions of him cleaning hoarder houses, and whenever those videos are on, Tatsu is just enraptured. He sits there just transfixed to the screen watching the house get cleaned, and it is the funniest thing. I'll have to see if I can get video at some point because it's the silliest thing. And I love our dumb boy for that. And oh my goodness, 13 minutes left. I'm gonna go feed a very annoying cat. And alrighty, and you need there we go. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick, because the videos are just, they're nice to listen to. Also, the guy cracks me up because he just throws in random bits of dialogue, like, and then when you go through here, and then you see a moose, and you're like, get out of here, moose! Don't hurt me! He's got a thing against moose. And, roundhouse kicking moose. I don't know what the moose did to him, but Midwestern Cleaning Magic. Yeah, Midwest Magic Cleaning. That's the dude. I'm putting it in the chat. So those of you who like to watch cleaning videos can watch and enjoy, because they're pretty entertaining. Also, they're sped up, so... Badoop! Aw, the guy's so close to 1 million subscribers. Good for him. But yeah, he's super big into, like, getting rid of the stigma around hoarding, because it is a, it's a mental disorder. And so he'll go and he'll clean hoarder houses for free, and he seems like a really cool guy. Oh, there we go. Knew I missed something. Skin. Moose are very scary. You don't realize how big they are until, like, you see them next to a person. Which leads me to another Mel distraction where I'm going to look up a picture of a moose once I fix this mess up. There we go. Alright. Control save. Now to find moose. Like, these things are monstrous. Oh. Well, dang. Well, that makes me uncomfy. Most of the moose pictures I'm finding are hunters next to their kill. Oh. Where is a... Oh, you know what? That's... You know what? That's probably the best that I'm gonna get. That's not a picture of a moose. Actually, that's pretty accurate too. I'm gonna... Sure. This one's already stuffed and mounted. It's not bleeding. Yeah, the moose. And there was a picture of a moose near someone's car. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw myself next to it, because this is... Okay, there we go. So apparently this is world's tallest man. Let's see. I'm about 5'6". No, 5'7". 5'6", 5'7". Depends on time of day. Okay, let's do... Okay, so that's 8'11". So that must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, Okay, I have no idea how this scale is supposed to be, but... Oh! I know how to figure that out. Okay. Person size comparison. I think it's that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So person 1 is 8'11", and I'm 5'6". Let's be nice and say 5'7". Oh shit. Okay, let's let me screen cap that. Yeah, a moose would kill me. Let's copy that. Okay. Wow, I hate that. Okay, so yeah, this represents me, 5'7". Standing next to an Alaskan moose. That thing's legs are as tall as I am. Wow, that kind of ruined my night. It's just, they're so big. Well, shoot, it's 9 o'clock, so I guess that's where I'll leave the live stream. Me next to a 10-foot tall Alaskan moose is scary. Also, the tallest human at apparently 8'11" could punt my ass. Just straight up launch me across a football field. I'm upset by this knowledge. So then, yeah. So Lee comes up to my... You know, I'm gonna go back to that initial man thing. Let's do multiple. Lee is like 5'2", I think. Yeah, so she comes up to about just above my shoulders. So I'm gonna duplicate that. I'm gonna change the color. Okay, so this one's gonna represent Lee, who is at 5'2". She's about here. And I'm gonna ruin her night by showing her how easily she would be trampled by a moose. Wow. Yeah. That's all I got. Have a good night. And remember that moose are terrifying, and you should be afraid that there's one outside your window, especially those of you who live closer to Canada. Why am I getting moosed? We just got curious and looked up moose, and it's horrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna go just contemplate my place in life and the new fear of moose that has been instilled into me by this graph. So, I'm planning to stream on Thursday, so I'll see you guys then. Have a good night, be cool to each other, and don't piss off moose.